Dum da da da. All right, we got some Western Digital WD Black SN850X. All right, this is some of the fastest SSD drive you can buy at the time. All right, I'm sure there's something faster coming out soon. All right. Anyway, so 1 terabytes. It's a PCI Gen 4, PCI Express Gen 4, and it can push 7,300 megabytes per second. Ridiculous. All right, guys. I'm used to like maybe 100, 200, 300 megabytes a second, some 600 megabytes a second, something around that area. That is ridiculously fast, guys. I cannot wait to try to see how fast my system boots with this. All right. Anyway, let's go open it up. Okay. There it is. It's like a stick of RAM, pretty much. Yeah, it looks like laptop RAM is what it looks like. All right, there it is. Wasn't it pretty? I'm gonna ground my hands on the case so I don't zap it. There it is. So let's go ahead and set that over here first, and then we gotta get a screwdriver and unscrew this. All right, I watched the MSI video on this, so a while back. Hopefully I remember. Okay, I got my little screwdriver here, and we're gonna go take out the cover for the M2 port. So there's 2 of them. There's one here and there's one down here, and it's kind of loose already. What's up with that? Let me make sure that's tight. Okay, maybe it's just supposed to be like that. I don't think you're supposed to install this with the heat sinks, alright? I think this cover acts as the heat sink. Holy moly, there's not a lot of room. This heat sink is so big. Could you imagine trying to install this with the video card in there? No, it's not going to happen. Okay. Okay. Oh, was I not supposed to touch that? Damn. There's some kind of rubber thingy here. Oh, okay. These don't fall off. No, one of them will fall off. Okay, and then this guy is supposed to install how? Like this. Put it in there. There's a notch here, and I could see a little notch thing over there, so just gonna put this right here. It's exactly like installing laptop memory. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Okay, you want to push it in till the thing's seated. Press down on it. Oh, there's another screw in there. Hold on. Let me take this out again. This other screw out. Wait. What's going on here? That's not supposed to come out. Maybe there's different size. There might be different size M2 cards, guys. Oop. Oh yeah. See, there's a screw in here, but it came out. It took the whole thing out with it, so I gotta take this out first. Okay, guys, don't lose the screw. Okay. Oh, I almost did. Doop. Okay, there we go. I got the screw. All right. Now we're gonna put this back. Hold on. So there's 3 holes in there, so you gotta figure out which one it fits in there first. I think it was the one that was in. Yeah. Okay, that's right. So the farthest one is the one that we're using. I guess they have different size ones, but we have to have the farthest one. Well, that heatsink is kind of a pain in the booty. Oh, okay, I see. So this has like a little slot on it for the screwdriver to screw in. Okay, but anyway, man, this is tough. Sorry, my arm is in the way, but I'll try to screw it in by hand first. Okay. Now you can get your screwdriver and screw it for the thing. Okay. Tighten that snug. Let's make sure this one is tight. Okay. Now we can install this SD drive, just like we did before. Okay. Alright, and then we gotta screw it in with that screw that we took out. I see how it works. It keeps on spinning, why? There we go. Snug. Alright. Now, oh yeah, alright, here we go. Now we're gonna install this lightning cover. Okay, I think it kind of acts as a heatsink and cover type thing. Ugh. Screws are so small on this, man. CPU components are just going to get smaller and smaller, harder to install. How much stuff can you pack into a motherboard, guys? That's the name of the game. Alright, there we go. It's installed. Alright. Western Digital SN850X NVMe SSD installed. I installed my first NVMe SSD. Woohoo! It was like installing a stick of RAM. Alright? Like a stick of RAM on a laptop. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break now, and I think that's the most of the goodies already. Yeah, there's nothing else to install, guys. Other than the cards, the video card. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Alright, here's we go. If you've followed along so far, thank you. Okay, so what was there? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Yeah, so next we'll install some of the cables and stuff, and then the video card, and then the other USB cards. Okay, cool deal. See you in a bit. All right, hey, HadesOmega here. It's the next day, and so yesterday I had to go eat dinner. So after I ate dinner, I just kind of went to sleep. I didn't really work on the computer all that much, but there was just computer stuff all over my room and stuff. So I had to at least clean out my bed. So let's say. But anyway, so we're gonna continue with the PC build today. So where did we get yesterday? We had just installed the motherboard, and then the CPU cooler, and then we're starting to hook up. Yeah, we hooked up all the power, and most of the power, anyways. The power going to the motherboard. So now we gotta do the remaining connections to the motherboard, the important ones, like the power switch and the hard drive LED, reset button, that kind of stuff. Okay, and I'm looking at this stuff in the manual. Yeah, I got a good chance to take a look at the manual last night, and this stuff has to be installed, like there's like a positive and negative, and it's not even labeled on the motherboard like which side's the positive or negative. You have to look at the manual to figure out which way it goes. Okay, so yeah, so we'll do that first, and then we'll start putting the cards in, the graphics card and the two USB cards. We'll just put them all back in, and then we'll hook those up. And then start hooking up all the SATA devices, and then that should be it. That's pretty much everything. Yeah, we installed all the front plate, everything, the front plate, the fan controller, the USB hub, all that stuff yesterday. So all we got to do is just plug stuff in. All right, let's get to it. Okay, yeah. So it is pretty critical that we that we hook up these cables now, because when we start putting the cards in there, there's not going to be a whole lot of room to put those cables in, so we got to do this first. Okay, yeah, so after hooking up those USB ports on the front yesterday, I realized they're just USB 3, and this motherboard supports USB 3.1 and 3.2. So when I bought that front panel, I probably should have looked it up, whether it can do a USB 3.1 or 3.2. But these are just USB 3.0. Now, there are USB 3.1 and 3.2 ports on the back, so if I want to use something really high speed, I gotta connect it to the back of the PC, unfortunately. One thing I would like is to transfer stuff fast through my cell phone. My smartphone has a USB 3.1, so it can transfer faster than USB 3 speed, so I would kind of like to do something like that. Okay, so what I'm looking for here in the manual is how to hook up the switches. And okay, that's the M2 slots, that's the SATA. Here we go. Front panel connectors. All right, JFP1 and JFP2. Okay, and so JFP2, according to the manual, what page is this? Page 35 of 74. It says that JFP2 is some kind of speaker. I'm like, I don't really care about that. I don't even think I have a speaker on this computer. Do computers have speakers nowadays? I don't think so. A lot of the really old ones do, right? Anyway, but we have these ones. All right, we have a hard drive LED, and it tells you what all the pins do. All right, and so we've got to figure out what does what. All right, we've got hard drive LED, reset switch, power switch, and power LED. Okay, those are very important because obviously it starts the computer. All right, it's basically like a relay switch or something. So where is that, you might ask? It's way down here where it's hard to see. Right, just leave that there. This is the first time I've had to build a computer with a digital manual, so it's kind of annoying. If possible, try to get a paper manual, the paper manual that came with your motherboard. Anyway, it's right here, JFPF1. There's also a rainbow thing here. That's a RGB thing. People, put lights and stuff on their computers, and it does like animations and stuff with it. Well, I'm not gonna do that. All right, HadesOmega just kind of gotten a little briefly into the LED thing, but not too crazy. Okay, we're gonna go find these switches. So they were connected to the old motherboard, and then now they're just like all over the place. So we gotta figure out what a lot of these connectors do and where they go. Okay, so anyway, we're just working in this area right here. I'm just trying to find out what these wires do. Power switch. Okay, that's one we need. This white and blue one, and then power LED. Okay, so anyway, they're all like right here, guys. So I found all the wires here. Okay, I've got a reset switch, it says here. I know you guys can't see them, but power switch, power LED, and hard drive LED. Okay, now I have to figure out what the polarity of these are. How do I know what the polarity is? Because one of them says power LED plus and power LED minus. Okay, so how do I know which one is the plus and the minus? Is it the white wire or the colored wire? That's a good question. I wish I'd looked on my other motherboard. Well, if we hook it backwards, we'll just plug it in the other way. Alright, I figured it out, guys. So the positive wire has an arrow on it. Alright, so there's a little arrow on the pin right here. Alright, this is the blue and white one, and it's the power switch. Okay, so the positive is the colored wire. Alright, some of them don't have colors, so I guess you can plug it in the other way, like this reset switch. Alright, but the LEDs you do have to plug them in the right way, or else they won't work, because hence it's an LED, a light emitting diode. All right, so this one has a triangle on the green wire. All right, so all the colored wires are the positive wires. Okay, guys, so I figured it out. From what I heard, the switches, it doesn't matter what the color, what way you put it in. All right, but anyway. So this is the power LED. Wait a minute, what's going on here? This is wrong. This is wrong, guys. This is a 3-pin connector, but it's 2-pin on the on the diagram, all right? It's 2-pin. How come I can't zoom in on this? All right, see here? It says power LED plus minus. There's only 2 pins. However, I have one with 3 pins. There's 3 pins in this. It's a 3-pin, but there's only 2 pins in it, but it's a 3-pin connector. So what am I supposed to do there? All right, well, let's skip that one. The power switch, all right, plus minus. All right, so it says the ones on the right, the one on the left of the JFP1 is the power switch. All right, the one on the left, on the very right. Okay, so the power switch is this one. All right, so we want to connect like this. Okay, that's the first one. I hope I'm doing it right. All I'm doing is following the book. Right? Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm looking. Yeah, I know. I gotta look at it the right way. And that is correct. Okay. Okay. Next is the reset switch. The reset switch doesn't have a plus or minus, but we'll follow the arrow. Alright, the arrow is on this side. So it just basically this way. Okay. Okay, there's a pin that doesn't like do anything, so don't touch that one. Okay, there's one. What's next? Hard disk drive LED. Okay, there's a power LED and the hard disk drive LED. Okay, this one. Positive. Bottom left. Okay, so we want our hard drive lights to work, right? Okay. So meow, we got a problem. This 3-pin is the wrong, it's wrong period, man. There's nothing we could do about it. We could plug it in and it'll like do nothing. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, since I want this switch, if we want the switch to work, what we could do is take one of these pins out and move it to the other side so it matches the ones on the motherboard, and then plug it in so that one pin is just touching nothing. Alright, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, so I gotta go get like a knife or something to poke the thing out. So okay, the mystery continues, guys. So here I've got my old motherboard. This is like a motherboard kind of manual, sort of kind. It's a quick start manual, and it uses the exact same pinouts. All right, it's the same motherboard manufacturer, by the way, as my old motherboard. So something that leads me to believe that the power switch never worked before. All right, but I can get it to work. I can get it to work. Let me see. I've got a needle, sewing needle right here. All right, sewing needle. What I'm gonna do is move this. Since the positive pin is gonna be on the outside, we want the positive pin to be in the center. So I'm gonna try to move the positive pin to the center. Maybe we should just not hook this up, you know. I think you gotta press this tab here and then you can pull it out. You getting it? Nope. Okay, so that's what I wound up doing. For the power LED, we moved it to the middle, all right, of the connector, and so we plugged it in. So this one part where the green was connected before, it's not there anymore. Right? There's just nothing connected to it. Right? So we're using 2 of the 3 pins. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe the older motherboards are like that. This motherboard isn't too old, as I say, all right? But there we go, okay? So everything should be connected. Okay? Everything should be connected, all right? So The only pin that's not connected to anything is that one on the right. All right, so it says reserved. And as you can see, there it is. See that bottom right one? There's a pin sticking out there. All right, so that's it. We don't have to use this JFP2 because I don't have a speaker, I think. There's no speaker in this case, so that's fine, whatever. Okay, so, and with that, we're done with the front panel wiring. What I might want to do is kind of zip tie them together, make them a little more neat than that. But for the most part, looks all right. Okay, and then now we've got these other connections here. So I used to have that front panel had a bunch of wires coming off of it. This one doesn't. Okay, so what these are the connectors on the side of the case. So we'll use them if we can. All right. So we got an HD audio, and an AC97, and then a USB. Okay. So USB. There's one right here. USB COM. It's odd. Just plug it into this one there, right next to the fan. So there's a shit ton of. There's an audio right here. Maybe we can just plug into that. Okay, so you see there's a missing pin right here. It's just blank. So we're gonna, and there's a missing pin up here, so we're gonna all just lined up. You can't mess it up. Okay, got that in there. I don't know what this AC97 is. Don't think I'm gonna plug it in. Okay. There's also connectors on the back, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, on the side of this case, there's like a USB thing over there. So, well, since we got it, we'll use it. And then there's a USB. There's RGB. Another freaking. There's two RGB connections. Maybe I might want to go buy some RGB stuff, guys. We'll see. I don't know what this JTP-M1 is. I'll have to look that up. There's system fan 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 fan connections, right? Four fan connections. I don't know what this does. It doesn't say anything on it. There's a COM 1, USB 1, and USB 2. I don't know why it says COM 1 on it though. So we want to plug this in. So there's a missing one right here on the bottom here. So we want to plug that. Like this. This is so hard to do with the camera. Okay, so that's one of the USB ports. Hopefully that USB port is still in good shape. I think it is. I think I was using it for like a gaming controller or something, a controller adapter. Okay, and then now we've got this guy. Ooh, geez, it barely fits in there. Okay, so this is the front. If you remember that new front panel that I installed with the USB, this has like 2 USB thingies on it, and boy, it barely fits. It's going to be a really tight fit, and it's going to look ugly in here. Oh well, no doubt. Maybe I should move it lower or something. All right, I'll go. So we'll just plug it in. It's pretty easy. See, there's a little key up here. It's just got there's a little notch right here. That's where you just put it in. So it would plug in like that. Okay, it takes a lot of force to get it in because I plugged it in. Okay, I got that blue cord in there. Not very good though. There it is. It's so one of the problems is going to be is the video card. The video card's going to go right here. So and that video card is freaking long, man. It goes all the way over here. So it may not reach, guys. What a pain in the booty. All right. Yeah. Let's see what else we can plug in. Oh, there's a USB 4 right here. Maybe I can just plug it into here. Yeah, just plug it into here. Let me see what this USB 4 is. Oh yeah, all right. That is a USB 3 connector. Okay, let's just take this out. What a pain in the booty. Man, it was like really tight, man. Okay, we're gonna plug this one in over here. Okay, man, these ports feel like they're just gonna bust right off. Oh, that's so much. That is so much better right there. That's perfect. All right, and it actually just, you know, it behaves itself too, so it's nice. Okay, yeah. So I got an extra USB 3 thing here. If I need to use it in the future, we could use it for this. For this guy, but what's the problem? That's a USB 3.2 port, by the way. It wasn't long enough. The wire wasn't long enough, so we're not going to use it. So. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. It's kind of shorter, so I don't think we're going to use it. For whatever reason, this one is super long, man. This one, the one that goes to the card. So we'll just use this. It's not a big deal. I'll just tuck the excess up into there. So okay, yeah, so we'll use that, and let me go figure out what some of this other stuff does. I don't think there's anything else. I want to try to keep it simple in here, not too crowded, you know. Everything looks like it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how the cable management is. Type of thing. There's an extra cable here. Oh, right here. Oh, maybe we can use this for the SATA card or something. See this right here. Try not to have like too many wires going in places, you know. Okay, so I think I will go zip tie some of these wires up to make it more tidy, and we'll be done with this case wires. Okay, so next thing I want to do is connect the hard drives and stuff. So the hard drives already have SATA cables in them, but I'm gonna go change them all with brand new ones. These, from what I've experienced, these go bad after a while. Sometimes I'll have a drive that'll like drop in and out, or like, yeah, you'll get corrupt data and stuff. And then you know, the first thing I'll do is like try to reseat the connector, and then I'll change the cable. And so once or twice I've had to replace these cables. They go bad after a while, so I'm going to go ahead and change them. So the guy that sold me this motherboard was nice enough to give me some SATA cables. All right, these are Asus SATA cables. The one that came with this Asus motherboard here. All right, so he replaced replaced this board with Asus motherboard. All right, and I guess these are the SATA connectors that came with it. He just gave them to me, you know, like, hey, I'll give these to you. I didn't use them, so I was like, well, okay, I'll take them. So we'll use these ones, and they're nice. They're right angle. Yeah, they're right angle ones. I like the right angle ones. I'm actually using right angle ones right now. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace all of those, and then if you look here in the manual, it tells you what port is what. All right, so I want to put my main drive on 1. All right, because that's the one it's going to boot up from first, right? And then I'm just going to plug everything in 2, 4, 3, and I think 5. I think I have 5 drives, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I only have like 5. I have a Blu-ray, the Blu-ray, so that's 5. Yeah. So we still got 1 extra for the future, and we could probably put another hard drive in this. Is what I'm thinking I might want to do in the future if I expand. Okay, but yeah, so let's go. I'm going to go ahead and just change all those SATA cables, and we're going to plug our number 1 into that SATA 1 port. Okay, actually it tells you which one is which. Yeah, this is SATA 3.4, SATA 1.2, and SATA 5.6. Okay, so wow, it doesn't tell you exactly which one it is, but if you look in the manual, it tells you, like I mentioned, right here. Yep, see, the bottom one is SATA 1. Okay. Oh, okay, I see how it works. Yeah, so there's an arrow, so it says the arrow points up, so that must mean SATA 4 is on the top. So SATA 1 is on the bottom. So wow, pretty good. They printed the stuff on the motherboard pretty good. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I got all the SATA cables in. What a pain in the ass it is, guys. Those are like all stacked on top of each other. It makes it hard to thing all the cables. Alright, but they all go down like this, down through here, right around there, and then they go there. I know it's kind of a mess, it's not I'm gonna lie. It's the only one that's red is the one that's on the Blu-ray. Okay. The BD. Okay, but everything looks good. For whatever reason, this port is loose. It's like busted. See, it moves. Maybe the previous owner messed it up, I don't know. Okay, well hopefully that works. Because I like it plugged there than down over there. So okay, so we've got all the SATA stuff connected. They're all powered. All right, they already got all plugged in. The Blu-ray, I don't think I ever disconnected it. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so and then now it's time to put the cards in. So there's really nothing else to plug in. There's still a free USB 3 port here. There's a USB 2 port here. There's a COM port. That's what I figured that was. There's 4 fan plugs here, and I don't know what a JTP M1 is. There's another plug right there. I don't know what that does. So. But I don't have anything else to plug in, so that's a good thing. All right, and I've got the fan connectors all over here. Plug them back in. Are all the fans running? Let me see. Yeah, I have to go clean up all that stuff with the fans. It kind of all fell out when we put the case on its side, but yeah, this one should be hooked up. That one should be hooked up, and then this is the case fan, the big fan. So we'll plug that in when we put the case back in. Okay, so now the last thing to do is put the cards in. Okay, let's do it. Here I got all the cards. I got 3 cards. The video card and the 2 USB cards. Okay, USB 3 cards. So let's go plug them in. I doubt I'll be using all these USB cards, but oh well. Let's just plug them in. I do use screws to put them in. Okay. I tried to clean them as good as I could. Let's get this USB out of the way first. Oh wow, how does that go? How does that fit in there? Alright. Okay. Oh, it doesn't fit perfectly. There's not enough room. It's like only halfway. There's only like half a hole in there. Not good. Maybe I have to move the motherboard a little bit. Maybe I should unscrew the motherboard and screw it back in. But yeah, look, see, there's like there's not enough room to put the screw in, man. All right, well let's go put these other cards in first. Oh wait, one of them is right next to the fan, dude. I don't like that. Why couldn't they have spaced them out more? If they weren't going to give you too many, they should have, you know. Yeah, that's literally right on the fan. We can't use that, guys. I will use the, how about this? Let's put this small one. Let's put this one over here. Well, this one fits. This one fits fine. The video card doesn't fit fine. Yeah, what the heck? Okay, plug this guy next. We'll use the full port for this one. Yeah, chances are I'm probably not gonna need all these USB ports, man. This one fits fine too. It's just the video card. Look at that. Well, maybe we could just use this. Eek. Doesn't fit. What's up with that? Is that okay? It's the steel one. Yeah. All of the other cards fit fine. Except for the video card. What gives? Well, everything fits in there nicely. Look at that. Pretty good. This doesn't block the fan. That's good. But if you installed this over here, it would block the fan. So, alright, so your fastest ports are these ones on the top. The video card and the M2 port. The other ones go to the PCI controller. Okay, so that's probably what went bad on my other motherboard. That's what I'm thinking. But these ones are connected straight to the CPU from what I've read in the diagram. Okay, well, I don't know what to say, guys. Should I just put it with zip tie? It won't move anymore. Yeah, it's on there. What if I press on it? Yeah, maybe I just won't worry about it. It's kind of loose. It's flopping around in there a little bit. I kind of don't like that. Yeah, I don't know why. The other two cards fit fine, but this one doesn't fit fine. The hole doesn't line up. It's not even close. Like, sometimes you can get away. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, if you kind of pull it a little bit, it'll fit. Okay. I hope that works. Yeah, I have to like pull it a lot. Yeah, it's pretty loose in there, man. I'm surprised how loose the card is, man. That's supposed to be like a super strong PCI port. It was made out of like steel or some shit. Okay, so I've never used one before. I'm not impressed with it, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw those in. All right. So to get this one to fit, I have to push it like a lot. Oh, I had to lift the card up, pretty much. It's not doing it. Oh, it's not doing it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have to flex this, flex the bracket a little bit. All right, that's fine. Okay, we'll figure it out.